Alright, what is up guys? I'm in a happier mood because today is going to be a happy story time. Welcome to this video. And one, I wanted to appreciate you guys. Y'all been following my TikTok and my Instagram and my other socials, and y'all found your way here. Welcome. I'm going to be posting here more often than I usually do. I won't be taking a 5-day break like I did the last time. I am sorry about that. It's just a whole, senioritis just took a big bite out of me, and I had to recover myself. I had to take minutes to recover. But anyway, that doesn't matter now because I'm back with the videos, and today I'll be coming in with a new story time. This will be part 2 to the New Year's Eve and the New Year's Day thing when I went to the movies with my cousin. This will kind of be a part 2 of that because I did it again, just without some people, which is going to be way more fun. So before I get into that, I feel like y'all are here, y'all are happy and stuff. Sorry, that drink is so good. But if you haven't hit that subscribe button, I'm gonna need you to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and a comment on your experience going to the movies with your cousin or spending time, and hit that notification bell so that way you won't miss anytime I post. Because when I post, you don't want to miss it. You don't want to be behind like the rest of them. Go ahead and be a part of my community. Also, go follow my socials as well. They're in my bio. Usually I put them in my bio, but I'm pretty sure you come from my socials, so I wouldn't really know how it works. But anyway, I'm talking a lot. I just say we go ahead and get in this story. So if you remember from my New Year's Eve and my New Year's Day story time, you would know that I spent my New Year's, I spent my New Year's and my New Year's Eve with my cousin, and we decided to go see Spider-Man on New Year's Day. So when we went to go see Spider-Man, a lot of chaos broke loose, and I said that it was a fun night, and we left off on the part where he hugged me and said that he loved me. Yeah, that was kind of where we left off at. So that's when we started becoming closer, and I started hanging out with him more often. So I had to give this story a week to resonate because so much stuff happened in this story. I may link a couple clips at the end, but a lot of stuff happened, a lot. So let me go ahead and get straight into it. So I was supposed to go to work originally this day, and it was going to be at the store that I transferred, which I will tell you about that in another Starbucks story time. I was supposed to go to work, but then apparently I wasn't on the schedule, so I basically had like another day off. Like I was free, so I didn't have anything to do, and I was just basically free to do whatever. And I took that to advantage. So when I found out that I wasn't going to be doing anything today, I decided to relax, shower up a bit, maybe clean my room, make sure my schoolwork is decent before I go right back into it. Then I received a call from my aunt. Now my aunt, she has problems with her computer a lot, mainly because she doesn't really know how to set it up correctly. Thankfully, I'm here. So she decided to give me a call and ask if I could come over to her house and help her figure out what's wrong with her computer. So yeah, that's basically how it went. So I got dressed. I didn't put on too much, even though I should have. I haven't I had my rainbow Crocs. I had my black skinny jeans and a NASA hoodie. Nothing too big, and the reason why I was wearing a hoodie was mainly because it was 30 something degrees. That was when the weather, I don't know if y'all know, but the weather in Houston is bipolar and crazy as hell right now. So it's kind of hard to keep a short sleeve. I was struggling to wear this short sleeve today. I was literally freezing. So anyway, when I went over to her house and figured out what was wrong with my computer, I thought my cousin was at his dad's. So I was like, oh, well, he's not gonna be here, there's no reason. So I went over there, and his friend is there too. So I dap him up, and I'm just saying, where y'all going? They said that they were going to the movies. Now I was kind of confused because it was just what new movies could have popped up out of nowhere? There's really no good movies, at least in the movie theater. Maybe if you watch them on HBO Max, Netflix, yeah, those are my main go-tos. So the only reason why I'd have to go to the movie theater again is to go see Spider-Man, and I've already seen it many times, including with you. So I'm just wondering. I'm like, okay, well, y'all have fun. And then he asked me to go take pictures because he figured out that he didn't figure out. I just showed him that I got a new phone, and he wanted that good 13 Pro Max DSLR quality, right? So I'm taking pictures with him as he's about to go to the movies or something. And meanwhile, my mom dropped me off, and she had something to do with somebody else at another church, because like, you know, she floats around churches and she, you know, she likes to help out, she likes to expand herself, so she wasn't gonna be home until maybe late at night, which means that, and it was like, I think 6 o'clock p.m., like 6 o'clock p.m. She was probably gonna be back at like 12, like midnight hours. So basically I had no, like, if I would have stayed at my aunt's house that whole time, I would have been miserable. So she decided to tag me along with my cousin to go to the movies. Now when we went to the movies, there were not, at least at the hour that we were at, it was 7 o'clock and all the good movies started at 9, and we weren't, and like we already told his mom that we were gonna be like the movie ends at like that time. So even if we were supposed to go there, we would have to like rush through, or we would have to text her and then she would have been back and she was waiting all that time for us, and that was basically it. So when we went up to the theater and we realized that all the good movies only started at 9, we decided to go see this American Underdog movie. I don't know what it was. It's about some football player or something. It's some football player, I don't know. But we were watching this football player movie and like we were wilding. Like we kept leaving the theater in and out. For once, I actually cared. Well, like I cared enough to leave the theater because it wasn't a movie that I was really into. I wasn't really into the movie, even though I was into it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it was like kind of like I could watch it, but at the same time, I really didn't care for it. It wasn't taking up too much of my time. So we kept leaving the theater in and out. And this Karen decides to look at us and says, "If you don't stop, I'm gonna get a manager." You're gonna call a manager on 4 black teenagers? Really? That's what we're doing now? Really? So I'm kind of just sitting there, I'm like, okay, yes ma'am. Cause like we, low-key, I ain't gonna lie. If like we're not trying to go to jail yet. I mean, I'm not trying to go to jail yet. Like I'm over here trying to live my life to the fullest. And right now, I don't need to drop the soap right now. That's not one of my biggest priorities. So when that happened, we decided to sit quiet until the movie was over. And then when the movie was over, that's when stuff started to turn up, which is, you know, like the simple thing, of course. So when we were walking out, it was chilly, like it was cold and stuff. And also, we were like hungry. Like our stomachs were touching our backs. Like we were walking a certain way. We have like, you know that hungry hump that you get where like you kind of lean forward, like when you're hungry, because it's just like your stomach, if you stand up straight, your stomach just hurts it, so you gotta like lean forward. We kind of had that thing going on, and so we're trying to figure out what like we're gonna eat, because we had like a whole bunch of fast food places, but meanwhile, like I'm broke. I have a terrible spending habit, which is something I'm working on. I spend like basically my whole check in the matter of 2 days, and it's like, it's a lot of money too. Like it's like what, $400, and I'm over here spending $400 out of my ass. Like, yeah, that's not what I'm trying to do. So I was basically broke, and we were all hungry, and we were just wondering how we're gonna eat. Luckily, I put on my best act with my aunt on the phone, and I convinced her to send me $25. Now, when that actually successfully worked, we were all happy and stuff, and we just like, and then here's the thing that my cousin says that kind of took me. So he proceeds to say, y'all want to go like fuck around in Home Depot. Now when he said that, I was kind of like, you want to go like do what, like, you know, like just play around, like do all that, you know, like that funny shit. And he said, yeah, I'm trying to steal something. I'm like, steal? Like, hey man, I ain't trying to steal yet. That's a little too much. That's a little too brolic. And I was surprised because he's younger than me, and I'm more of a bitch than he is. That's so crazy. Like, he's younger than me, and like, I'm just looking at him and acting like that, and I'm like, oh my god. Cause I have the same thing with my other cousin on my dad's side, but this is on my mom's side. This is my little cousin. My little cousin who is 4 years younger than me, who I used to feed, like I fed him when he was a baby. So it was just seeing him act the way that he was acting. It was kind of like a new world, and I kind of liked it. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's just kind of different. Do you know what I mean when I say that? Because it was different. Like it was just because we come from different areas, like different, you know, like he was raised a certain way, and like it's just kind of weird seeing like your cousin be his true self in front of you. And low-key, it was kind of cool. So when he said, let's go fuck around at Home Depot, I was like, sure. On the way there, him and his friends are just slap boxing. They're just throwing hands. They're like doing shit. And it was so funny. I have all the clips. I think I'll post them probably at the end of this video. Like, it'll just be like a little weird montage, you know? I'll just show you what basically happened that whole night. So, when I was just looking at that, I was like, oh my God. We're on this hood rat shit. So we walked up to Home Depot finally. It was a long ass walk. I ain't gonna lie. It was a long ass walk. So when we walked all the way to Home Depot, it was closed. But there were a bunch of cars wrapped around, so I don't understand how y'all are closed. Because if y'all are closed, that means it has to be a hostage situation, because there were still many other people there. But we just decided to take it. We weren't gonna fight with them. It was, meanwhile, like, the movie ended at like 9 p.m. It's 10 o'clock right now, and we haven't, like, my cousin hasn't texted his mom. He hasn't texted anybody for that matter. It's almost like he just wanted to stay. So we decided to fuck around a little bit more. So he gets on this car, and, you know, he basically, like, gets on it, and, like, he's driving it and stuff. Pause. This is so weird. But he gets on the car, and he rides it like a skateboard, and he almost crashed into a pole, and I was like, oh my God. So yeah, that was basically what happened. And me and my cousin's friend, we're walking, and we're just debating on, like, oh, we gotta go get some food to eat. Like, I'm hungry, so, like, yeah. And my cousin in the background, he's still still talking to us. He's all like, yeah, you're right. And then the words that drove me crazy. My cousin behind me decides to say, fuck this, I'm whipping my cock out. Now, when he said that, I didn't really know what he meant. I thought he was just being gay and stuff. But no, this nigga pulled, like, he zipped down his pants and he started pissing right behind us. When I tell you, me and his friend darted out so fast, bro, she's a runner, she's a track star. We were out of that bitch. Like, we zooted. Like, bro, like, I was not trying to fuck with that shit anymore. So, like, cause, like, how are you gonna piss right behind us? Like, you couldn't find, like, a bush to do it in and stuff. And so, and then I'm like, bro, you ain't, like, and also, like, there's no hand washing area anywhere. Like, so you finna have cold, dirty ass hands. Like, bro, like, that's, nah. So, at this point, I'm kind of just like, I don't know how to feel, cause it's just like, you're pissing right behind us. Like, So then there continues to be more slap boxing, and then we finally walk up to Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box was closed. Stupid. The thing is, they want to be open 24 hours, but they lock the lobby. That's one thing I just, no. And meanwhile, like, I still didn't have a car. If I had a car, most likely we could have really got something to eat that night, but we got something to eat, but like, it was gas station snacks. Cause we went up to Popeyes, the lobby was closed there too, and it was just like, we were tired of walking, so we were saying, let's just go to the gas station, get a couple snacks, you know, do this. My cousin dumbass decided to get some ice cream, and I'm like, nigga, it's 30 degrees and you're eating ice cream? Like, are you serious? So, we get picked up, and we get home, and then there's still some bull. There's still some bull going on, right? And so, sorry about that. You know, I'm gonna keep it in the video. I don't care. But anyway, so when we got home, my cousin, he decides to just, you know, he's getting his stuff, like, together, and his friend is getting stuff together, because I think he was spending the night, but he was going home tonight. So when they did that, nothing else really happened. We played on this PS4. Like, I got to see, like, my other cousin, and I got to see my aunt and my uncle. They were still there. They were still awake, surprisingly. I didn't know how they were awake after all that time. So then I proceed to leave after my dad comes to pick me up. So, you know, I dab him up, and I'm saying it was a fun night. And he said that he was going to include me more in this stuff. Like, I just told him, just shoot me a text. You got my number. So, yeah. That's basically how it went. That's basically how the whole night went. And I ain't gonna lie, it was very fun. Like, I never expected to have this much fun with my little cousin, but hey, here we are. So anyway, guys, that wraps up today's story time. More story times are coming up soon, and also the part 2 to my relationship issues with my dad is coming up soon as well, so stay tuned for that. That's it for me. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, comment. What's your experience, if you had a similar experience like this, or your experiences with your cousin? Are y'all cool? Are y'all good? You know, because family is everything. But anyway, I'm out. So sorry, I almost forgot that I actually had a couple of clips to show at the end of this video. I was about to forget y'all and leave y'all without the full picture. So I'm gonna play a montage of video clips that happened during that night. So enjoy. Now this is the real video.
Oh, hold on. Oh. Hey. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dripping.
Oh yeah.
Not already.
Oh. Oh.
She said either 10. Yeah.
Yes, Peterton.
Special thanks to you. We hope you're enjoying your stay.
Hey, let's get it. Hey. Yo. Oh. Oh, they back. Oh. Hey. Yeah. Oh.
Hey, this nigga snuck me. He pussy.
Oh, they back. Oh, shit. Oh.
Yeah, let's turn around and run deeper.
Shit. Oh. Hey. Oh. Bro, my nigga, you was wildin', bro. You was wildin'. Oh shit. Hey.
Okay, track.
Nigga, that ain't no surfboard. Hey, you gonna crash up into that thing right there. We active again. We live again. Hey, oh, we live. Whoa, oh. Ming, oh, ming. Oh.
Ah, it's cold.
Bro, I'm telling you, this night was fun as fuck.
This
Oh.
way. They don't call me. Oh, stop off me so I can find my mama if you want to leave.
Oh. All right.